Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of WildStar Housing Tours with me, Carrot. We're on the Jabbit-EU realm on Exiles side this week. We alternate between the factions just to give everybody a little bit of a chance to see both sides, and this week is Exiles' turn. I do want to give a bit of a heads up. I do believe there is some website and WildStar login maintenance coming in about an hour, I think. I don't know if that's going to affect the stream at all. Typically, when it's kind of like the logins are affected, as long as you're already logged in, you don't get booted out. But they didn't say that this time. So I'm not sure if that will affect the length of the broadcast today. I will stick around for as long as the game allows me. So if we happen to be able to stay logged in, even with the maintenance going on, hooray. But if not, fair warning, it may be cut short. Hey, Samson, glad you could join us. I didn't know if you're going to be here straight away, so I'm going to start on a different plot, but directly after this one, we'll visit Samson's moon base, and Sam can give us some insights to the meaning behind and the purpose of the moon base there. I kind of get the gist of what's going on, but it's always better to get a little extra input from the creator when it's available. But for today, we're going to start with an Oranish kind of plot. This is by Slay Dawnlight. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. If not, I do apologize. And it's called Phlogistikar Woods. And I figured it was a nice starter home for today. Let me put myself in walk mode so I'm not rushing through it. And there's Samson. He's joining us on his Finrath character. I've been here a couple of times in the past. This is a house that has been on the must-see list in the forums for a while now. And while we have new homes that are constantly coming up onto the list, and I do try to give some showtime for them, I still like to revisit those that are a little older that maybe haven't had a chance to get a spotlight tour like this. Just because they're older and they've been around longer and maybe don't have all the new items doesn't mean they don't have some cool ideas. So here on Slay's plot, we see the first kind of really clever use of, I believe these are the clunky fire extinguishers. Now, it could be some other tank that they're using, but what I like about this is it actually has no collision. I don't know if it's because of the size they made the items and it just allows for you to go through them, but it gives you the illusion that you're wading around in some water. This is a clever use of that item to make a swimming pool here for their plot. I do feel disappointed on the lighting because you can't really see a lot of the nice details, but I'm going to try my best to kind of point them out if I can spot them myself. I like the little makeshift couch here, or sofa, or lounger. It's just comprised of the star pillows and the long purple pillows. Simple, but effective. The little drop-down fire pit here is pretty nicely done. A lot of people feel like they have to have everything flat with the surface, and they forget that if you have a raised kind of patio like this, you can get away with having sunken in features, not just the pool, but the fire pit. You could put in a jacuzzi or something. All kinds of little nifty tricks to do with that. Now, I think we missed a little thing over here on the front end, so we're going to go back around. I love the willows for this particular plot. Now, I think they used Oran walls for the stairs here to kind of give it a stony effect, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the reason I kind of missed this was because of the fencing here, but I think there's a gap, maybe. No, it looks like they got it completely walled. Well, I'm going to hop right on over anyway. I'm going to cheat. I know there's, of course, the fab kit with the flower garden here. And then I want to say there was a, may have been something I just mistook as a little gazebo thing. But I do like the way they've really put up the lush grass out here in the area. Kind of got a jungle effect, but it's not overdone. And this you can better see that they've used the Galera stone walls for the trim of their patio out here. And of course the Exile floors for the base of it. I don't remember the name of this fab kit, but I'm sure it's one of those. I think it's the biome one since it's got the little portal there. I'm just kind of going off course here. I'm sure they didn't want you just walking around because they've got everything kind of fenced off, but you know me, I like going off the road here. Another fab kit thing, and they've hidden the portal for this one inside the head of a ruby-eyed thinker. So it's like you have to go into the mouth of it to. It's a cool effect with it smoking and everything. It makes it even creepier than it already is. It looks like, yeah, we can come through here. Again, they've just incorporated their fab kits. I think this is the, I don't know which one this is. The one for the survivalist, maybe. I get them all confused because one of the reasons is I really don't use fab kits myself, so I tend to kind of just put them out of mind. Let's see what we got over here. I'm not sure if they put something inside this. I think so. Yeah, it's like they've lined it with grass. I think it's one of those. Yeah, it's got something up above, and I think something down here. I'm not for positive. I might have come at it from the wrong direction. Yeah, I think I come at it from the other side. Well, let's see. Let's go up first, I guess. I'm very klutzy on these things. Ugh, may have to actually run to get up this thing. So bad at jumping. Anything that requires me to use some skill, pretty much my downfall. Ugh. Okay. Here they've got like a little in the tree platform. I imagine they were planning to continue this since they left this gap here, but just either ran out of decor space or got tied up with real life things and just haven't finished it. But they do have a nice little gathering spot, and they followed through with the little sofa couch thing. They matched it the way they did down below, just to kind of bring it together. Let's see if I can find the entrance to that tree now. Again, I apologize if I'm missing anything. Maybe Samson will spot something I don't. I think the door's down there where it gotta clear. How do we get in? Is it here? I'm just gonna walk in again and get stuck probably. But it's a fab kit that they've just placed one of those, I don't know, it's those big overgrown rooty trees on top of it, and then covered the gaps with grass to kind of hide it in. That's a clever way of doing it. You don't have to do it over a fab kit. You can put something else inside yourself and build it straight up that way. Okay, so I think that's everything on the exterior. If I missed anything, I do apologize. I'm not too terribly clever. I need those kind of builders that kind of like point you in the right direction and say, hey, there's something over here. I don't see anything up above other than that one platform. So we'll go inside now. And inside you find some nice little homely touches. You've of course got the table set for 4. Fancy goblet that always looks like it's upside down to me. They used the bars for the countertops for the little kitchen area. And I assume this big thing is meant to be like the fridge. Although having it next to the stove is a little odd to me. Having the hot and cold directly. Here again, they follow through with the same kind of couch setup for the interior. And then they got this nifty little aquarium. And I like the fish. It's just it's a rocket fish. It's one way to do it. It looks to be some of the tall finger flower stems, and then some of the jellyfish looking plants, and just regular grassy stuff. But I like they even went through the trouble of making the little banister here out of pillars. Just noticed that the music is back on it. Didn't seem to have any music earlier. Okay, we're just gonna go past that door and we'll go to the far back. Here's a cozy little bedroom. Just scantily decorated, but you know, it doesn't have to be full fancy stuff. Like I said, what I look for is certain things that really stand out to me. There appears to be a little office. And the swimming pool and such, the patio outside clearly was worth noting. I do believe they've gone a little extra up here though. I like this little, kind of reminds me of like a storage trunk where you would like put blankets and things. And they got this little display of Googles. And then at the end, they have the bathroom, and I love their little cabinet here. Basically a couple of the ornate storage boxes with metal-edged wooden planks for the drawers, and I believe the tall files for the handles. Just nicely done, and a little extra added decoration with the fence behind there to kind of give it that a little more feminine feel. It could be a guy's home for all I know, but it just looks that way. It looks pretty. And then of course here's the shower, and I love they've gone through pretty elaborate setup here. You've got the Chua pillars for like the pipe that the water would come in, and the controllers are plates, and then up above is bowls for the shower heads, and they've got 3 of them, so I guess you can like decide just how much water you have coming out, different jets or something. Maybe it's for a group shower, I don't know. Here they've got the a towel rack, and it's basically the pale wooden bench with a sleeping bag draped over it. I see that a lot, but it always is fun to see being used, because not everybody does that. Don't go the extra step. Here's another bedroom. I love this bed. They've made it themselves. They put in a basic Exile mattress, and they've boxed it in with 2x4s, and then they've just loaded pillows and cushy stuff all over it. It's a nice way to display, you know, plushies that you've collected. And here is another bedroom. So, you know, maybe it's not just for, maybe it's for a family home. Could be a place where guildmates come. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try and zoom in a little bit so I quit jiggling my camera. Now I love this. This is a nice, I don't know why. I see the mannequins always floating, but this is a lovely little closet. It took a lot of pieces to make because it's made out of 2x4s, clearly. So that's a lot of them, just based on the size that they used. But it's an interesting way of doing a storage area. I've not seen one of these before, so it definitely caught my eye. And they used hammers as the handles, and just loaded in lots of boxes. I'm sure if we had like actual clothing for like, not the folded shirts, but like having shirts on a hanger or something, they would fill that up with hanging clothes as well, instead of just storage boxes. But one way to do it. I like that. Let's see, did we hit everything up here? I think so. Yeah, because that was like just an adjoining hallway. So I think that's everything in Clay's house here. I think we caught it all, but there were some really nice pieces. I mean, you've got the bathroom cabinet, the walk-in closet, definitely the swimming pool and the fire pit and everything, and just other little touches that are really nice. So that was Sleigh Dawn Lights for Justikar Woods plot. So let me mark that off our list. So next we're going to go to Finrath. Let's see if I spell this right. We're going to go to your place, Samson. So just head home. We'll meet you there. There we go. Now the name of this one is Research Lab Fin 182. It always reminds me of the band Blink 182. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I know Samson wanted the name Finn in there somewhere, so he snuck it in there, but it just reminds me of the band. But this is a moon base kind of thing, and I'm trying to get a good shot of it from a distance. It's hard with the grid pattern keep lighting up, but you can see like there's the main facility here, and it's connected via several ducts to another little section here. So I don't know if you have a particular way you want visitors to come through here, Samson. If so, just let me know. Just kind of guide us through. Because I know there's a couple of places where you'll like pop outside, and then you have to kind of like start from the beginning all over just to get to the next area. So I don't know where you want us to begin, or do you want me to just it doesn't have anything to do with the band. Well, I just said that's what it reminds me of. Now that's forever going to be like in my brain, you know, Blink 182. All right, well, I'll just kind of wander around then. And if I describe something incorrectly, just, you know, correct me as we go, and I will try and mention that. Now, from past visits, I know that the idea behind this, or I think the idea behind this, is it's an abandoned moon base that has been, at some point, bombarded with meteorites or a meteor shower or some such. So we're going to find a lot of things kind of in disarray and disrepair and burning like this, you know, that it's an indication that something catastrophic has happened here. That's why there's nobody here, but, you know, we're just seeing the remnants of what's left. What I gather this to be is more like the security check, where people, like if they're carrying weapons or have packages on them, they send them through the little scanner here on the conveyor belt, and it checks them and scans them and makes sure that they're legit, they're allowed to be in here. And of course, then you've got the security area here with the double locks. And you can see where, again, there's overturned chairs and sparking wires and things. But this is where, you know, they would kind of give you the okay to go in. Now, I know there's a tunnel here, but I'm going to hold off on that area. I prefer going this way. Because of the orientation of the room, I think most people would probably tend to go to the other direction first. But me being backwards, I like going. This is just another view of where we just come from, so you can get a better look at the conveyor belt system that he installed. I say he, I just assumed Samson is a he. So anyway, we're going to go up the little tunnel here. And hopefully I don't get us lost. I like the little additions of bits of stone and rocks and things down below. And this is a good way to see the exterior of the building. Hey, Pawn. Yeah, today is house tours day, so it's always in the afternoons. It's just a time that I picked that I thought would be a nice time. I probably, if I had been thinking ahead, I probably would have actually set it for the morning, kind of in the rhythm that I've been doing, but I hate changing it now because I've already been doing it at 1 p.m. all this time for a couple of months now. But yeah, what are you doing up? Isn't it a little late for you? I mean, not that I mind you being here, but it does seem like kind of an odd hour. Anyway, this is a good view of the facility. You can see some kind of a little shaft there, and how the building extends up. Now again, we're going to see some areas that I'm not going to go into just yet because I know they're kind of like a one-off. But I like this elevator shaft here. I'm going to see if I can get real close without falling in. We'll go down it later, but I like the two wires and the crashed little bits down below. Just got off work. What do you do? Work the late shift? Ugh, I don't think I could function at that hour. Of course, I guess if that's, you know, what you do, then you'd be used to it, but wow. But I like how he's got the door askew here. I mean, it really lends itself to it's been demolished. Somehow it's messed up. Same with this pipe here. There's some kind of a ventilation leak or some kind of, maybe it's a deadly gas and we're gonna go, no, later, I don't know. He set a booby trap, we're gonna croak. If I recall correctly, these are the residence quarters. I love the little pads. What did you use here, Samson, for the little buttons? I know the tablet computer is for the main part of it, but I don't recognize what bits. Is those cups or something? I'm not sure what those are. Maybe he doesn't want to share the secret, which is perfectly fine if you don't want to tell. But I noticed those. I didn't notice them the last time I was here. I just noticed them this time. Ah, soda cups. Okay, that would explain how they look kind of white, because they didn't match any. Because I know a lot of like the glass are like yellow and kind of really dark gray, and they don't show it very well against other materials. But That's a good choice, soda cups. So there you go, if you need some buttons, some soda cups. Anyway, this is one of the resident rooms. And they each have their own little personal shower. Again, it's a simple shower, but a lot of people like using it because, I mean, it's effective. You know straight away it's a shower head here. And he's got the little rack here with the shampoo or the body soap or whatever people use. Yeah, this is Samson's place pond. He's been working on it for a while now, and I promised I would include it in one of my tours, and finally he finished, so I am paying my due. I having a look around. I think you've added some things. I don't remember all these little like t-shirt and stuff on the bed. And of course, they've got their own little shower as well. And papers on the floor. Let's see. I think we don't want to go that way just yet. Let's go to the bathroom here. I like the little individual stalls. Kind of filthy looking toilets. I need a maid here. Can't get into it really good with the door open, but you get the idea. There's 3 stalls here. And then if we go up, I think it's another living section. Kind of like a little dormitory area, you know. And I like the doors, you know, with the little pads. You got the sliding doors and the glass panels just indicate that that's what that is. So it's, you know, individualized. There's different, you know, items in each room. He's got a backpack and some, I don't know, his model ship collection. This one looks like he has his own personal refrigerator with his beers all over the floor. Got his little game controller down the bottom. And I think that's it for up here. I don't think that leads anywhere. Almost walked off the thing. So now we'll go, let's see, that's the dorm. We'll go this way. That's where we come in because that's the elevator. We'll go this way here. Now, if you remember what I said when we first entered the plot, I said that I think the idea is that the moon base was not attacked, but suffered a bit of damage from incoming meteors and stuff. And this is evidence of that. Here's a meteor that struck into the building, and you can see that the glass has been broken and strewn onto the floor here. So I'm walking on broken glass. I'm probably bleeding now and will suffer a horrible death. But I'm going to see if I can get a good shot. Since the glass is missing from this area, I should be able to zoom out a bit. There we go. There you can kind of see how the glass is actually broken. You can catch a little glimpse of some of it, the exterior with the dome up top, a little tunnel down there, whoops, and another room down below, which we'll visit later. Okay, get up there. I hate your stairs, Samson. I'm going to say that now. I always fall between them if I go out too far, and then I get stuck trying to walk up them if I get too close. They don't like me. Look at that. You're making it look like it's super easy. That's not nice. Okay, so there we go. We made it to the top. So we get a good view of the piping here. And you can see a very large meteor has crashed through the piping here and broken it up. You can technically reach the other location from this direction, but you can also reach it from the front. That's the entrance that we didn't take at the beginning. Yes, they are, Samson. They are definitely a carrot trap because I hate these stairs. They're my bane. Okay, so here we have what I take is like the lab. Again, Samson will correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to be more like where they're studying stuff. Like here they've got some stones that they're working on, and it's even got like a protective ventilation system. Maybe if they crack it open and some kind of nauseous gas comes out, they can just release it. They got a little another kind of cubicle here where they've got some plant growth, either those that landed when meteors hit or those that they found on the little piece of rock that they're on to begin with. I'm not sure. But it too apparently has sprung a leak. And then of course I like the little blackboard. Everybody always uses different things, but the tablet is a nice choice. So up we go. The next section, there you get a shot of the tunnel coming up. And here, if I can angle my camera right, you can see a little bit of the exterior. I like how he's done the windows. It's not like just traditional squares. It's all kinds of odd shapes to match the curvature or the shape of the building. Okay, I'm zooming in my camera quite a bit because the ceiling is really low here and my camera usually joggles a lot. This, I believe, is more like the source of power, the engine room, or I don't know what you'd call it, the power station. I'm not quite sure what he's using for that big green thing. I know that one is the Exile sign snuck up into the ceiling, but I'm not sure what this big green glowy thing is. An oversized something. I don't know if it's part of the contraption that's down below and he's just used it incorporated into the part here. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. But that's what this reminds me of, is like an engine room or a power station or something. And here we got another leak. We need some duct tape around here. Patch it up. I'm probably breathing in some noxious fumes, but I don't know. I'm brave. I'm being brave. Let's see. I know there's another way to get out of here. Over on this side, I think. Let's see. I don't think this tube does anything, does it? No, doesn't look like it. So we'll go down into this part. Now we'll come back out and explore some of the other parts. Yeah, that's what I thought. The glowy green part, if I can show it, this part here, it's just part of the oversized drill that he's installed down here. And this is just crazy nuts, this giant drill here. So I guess they're like, I don't know, miners drilling for special ores or something. See, you can see the giant drill bit going into the rock there. And we're gonna go inside it. I love that he's put in platforms like this. If it was like jumping things, I'd probably be here all day trying to get in and out. Samson was kind. Just trying to see if I can get a good view of all of the bits out here. Got the generator there, turned off. Lots of little details thrown in. So we're going to go down into where they were drilling. That's where the hatch house is hidden. And I like how he's extended that rock down into the little area here, so it just kind of stays with it. And look at that, bombs. I guess he like blows up the holes and stuff. I don't know where his miners are, his workers, but maybe they all got killed when the meteor landed. Let's see, if I'm going the wrong way, just let me know. I've only been here a couple of times, so I'm sure it's changed up a little bit. But it seems like they've come across like some Elden artifacts or such. So there's a lot of Elden things going on. Nice use of the data window here. Is it kind of creepy? And look at this wall. If you want to make a fun house, this would be the way to do it, because those moving bits is just kind of mesmerizing. Let's see, do we go straight? I'm just following the green squares. They're telling me to go this way. I like the statues holding the data cube. That's good. Okay, I guess I walked into a dead end. Too bad you can't walk through this stuff. That would be cool. Like the Matrix. Full of Elden stuffs. Yeah, the Elden, those windows, the datascape windows are really nifty. That's pretty cool looking. Oh, got a little bit of strain sneaking in. Ew. It's like it come out of the wall there. Look at that. Isn't that nifty? It's like broken through. Looks to be like an arch used for part of the gap and then just patched in with other little bits to make it more of a rugged opening there. That's kind of nice. Some purple goo on the floor. So it's like we're turning from green to purple all of a sudden. Yeah, lots of strain. Sorry if you don't like looking at my face. Look at the rest of the screen instead, I suppose. Yeah, it's a nice little, it's like they had it contained and then it's just kind of broken free. It's kind of gross though. Look, it's like a one-eyed with some fangs and a weird tongue. I think that's the Draken fireplace for part of his head there. That's pretty creepy, Samson. That's slightly disgusting. This looks like a pregnant alien or something. It's nasty. So let's see, did I catch everything? I hope so. Down here. We've got two other areas to check out outside. Yeah, that's what I gather. Maybe it was the meteor crashing that kind of weakened some of their systems and then it broke free. And then it was adios amigos. Okay, I think it was just one trail here, I hope. Let's see, was this it? Yep, the bombs. Let's see, I think, yeah, the ladder's here. Now, can I get out of this? Nope, I can. Whee! Okay, so we're going back up. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up a little bit. And then we're gonna go down, I guess we'll go down the broken elevator shaft first. Well, partly the reason that the face cam is there, it is to cover my chat. I still keep in contact with my guild and stuff, and they don't necessarily want whatever they're saying on stream. So to cover their privacy, I keep it hidden. And that gives me an excuse to use the face cam. So apologies if you don't like it, that it's there. I'm lost, Samson. How do I get to the... Is that down? That's down below, isn't it? I knew that. Okay, so we're going to go down the broken elevator shaft. You do take a bit of damage when you go down it, but it's not, I don't think it's anything too life-threatening. I didn't take any damage at all. That was cool. So anyway, I like how even with it broken, there's little elements here that you can see that it's supposed to be, you know, a former elevator car, and it's just been destroyed. But down here we find, I guess this is Moonmobile or something. Got some spilt fuel on the floor here. Little tool kit area where they repair it. Let's see, can I get around on the other side? I'll do some hopping here. I can get a good shot of his pimped up mobile here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that thing. It's crazy looking. I don't know what all parts he's got here. I think there's a cryopod and of course the tires, and then there's looks to be the Chuatech loading arm. I'm not sure. I think that's a spaceship, but I'm not sure which one it is. I don't know. I'm not very good at PvP, Pawn. I'm pretty terrible at that. In fact, our guild is having a PvP event, and I'm only signed up as a maybe because I feel like such a liability when I get on the team. Even though it's meant for anybody of any skill or no skill at all, I still feel badly for my team because I know I'm not bringing anything to the challenge. But oops. Oh, and look, his little car's been hit by a meteor too. Look at that. It's sticking in the front window there and got smoke coming out. Aww. I like those headlights. What are the headlights made out of? Okay, it says the Exile transport ship is the big yellow part. With the little spiky yellow bits. And probably these wingtips as well, and he's added on this extra stuff. Is the tail lights part of the ship as well? I'm guessing they might be because I don't recognize what that is. Looks like little fireflies in there. Kind of mesmerizing. It's a big light bulb. Well, we'll see, Pawn. You'll have to catch me when I'm not doing anything else, which is pretty hard to do. I'm going to mount up here so we can do a quick tour of the outside before we go back in. And we'll climb up the shaft because Samson says you can climb back up the shaft, and then we'll go visit the other final spot. Oh, he says the lights are large Exile lampposts. Oh, well. I would have never guessed that. Oh. He says the ends of them, they're sticking up, and I guess they're hidden underneath these rocks here. Well, that's pretty clever. See, I would have never known had you not told me. And that's the fun of custom built stuff. I'm just touring the outside here to give some credit to your efforts of decorating here. That's an upside down ruby-eyed thinker here for part of the stone. Lots of glowy and mushroomy and fishy, squishy looking stuff. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it says, however, players already in-game will be unaffected. So fingers crossed I don't get disconnected or anything. We should be fine to continue. I'm gonna reload UI real quick because I'm starting to get that stutter. So you can show me, Samson, how I'm supposed to jump back up that shaft here. How do I even get back on this? I guess I gotta hop off the vehicle over here. Okay, let's see, how do I get... That looks blocked. How do I get up there? Ugh. Is it the wires? Oh my gosh. I gotta jump on the wires? Ugh. Oh, the back of the ship opens? Wait a minute. Now I have to go look at that. Back of the ship opens. Oh yeah. Well, isn't that cool? I never noticed that before. Probably because I don't use the ships, so. Wasn't that nifty? That's pretty nice. But yeah, you're welcome to join us, Spawn, if you're on the Exile side right now. Oh, crying out loud. Samson, you know how I hate these jumping things. You're doing this on purpose. Okay, where's the next jump? I don't see where I'm supposed to go. I don't feel so bad now, even you're having problems. Holy. Ugh. I'm probably not gonna make this. Whoop, I'm like halfway in and halfway out that. How awkward is that? Okay. Oh my gosh, I made it. Woo! But you know what this means? I have to go up those crappy stairs again. Ugh. Okay, up the stairs. Yeah, I deserve an award for that. I think you need to mail me a nice piece of food or something for my efforts. Oh, jeez. This thing, I hate your stairs. I'm free. Okay, so we're gonna go down the tube, and again, you can get to it from this way or from the front, right next to the security center, that one entrance that I said I was going to avoid. It's just a direct shot to it is all. This, however, kind of leads you to where the meteor comes crashing through, and it's broken the pipe. But you can actually just hop on over and get into it this way. But I thought that was a clever, you know, usually people don't think about damaging their stuff in a way to make it look messed up. It's always fun when someone plays with that kind of a theme. So here you have the little recreation center, the bar. You got overturned tables and chairs. And the stage is on fire. Because, you know, whoever sang here last was so awesome. They just caught it all on fire. But I like how, you know, we had the two lights, but one of them has been destroyed. It's broken down here on the floor. And he went through the trouble of adding the sparking wire to show that it's, you know, been disconnected. I like little bits like that. It's those little things that most people probably won't even notice. It's kind of like these lampshades. I like those. It's basically the Cassian tubes, I think. Hollow tubes with the Exonite bits inserted inside. Nice way of adding light without adding too much brightness, because you know they're not actually lamps, they're just bits of rock. Again, another warning from Carbine stating that they're getting ready to go into some maintenance. It's supposed to only affect wow, was these doors already open? That's kind of weird. Oops, I shut it on him. Sorry. I was trying to lock you in. Supposedly it's not going to affect anybody that's already in game, but in the event that something kind of goes wonky, I apologize if we cut off in mid-sentence or something. So that's Samson's plot, aka Finrath Shadewind, the research lab Fin 182. So the next room we're going to visit is called the Blackthorn Lounge, and it's owned by, let me get this right, Trixia, did I spell that right? Trixia Blackthorn. There we go. I think that's, I hope I spelled that right. Trixia Blackthorn. Now, I actually came across this place today when I was goofing around looking for some new homes, and I thought, well, what the hey, I'll add a newbie in here. They haven't actually been added to the list on the forums, partly because the forums have been down for several days now, but partly because I just found this place today, so I thought, well, I gotta see it. Well, we got a lot of people visiting. I don't know the name of this. I think it's the Exile hologram station. I don't know the purpose of it. You click it and maybe it makes a copy of you or something. You go ahead and click it, Ben. Just click it. I'm not going to click it. Anyway, it's got a simple exterior as far as the landscaping goes, but I like how they've incorporated the glowy space suite, you know, just kind of strewn it out there. It helps light up the place, gives it a little bit of a disco kind of feel, which probably suits the lounge theme that they have, because I really get the feeling that it's all about gathering for drinks and socializing and listening to some good music. I could imagine somebody putting together some kind of like a Spotify playlist and streaming it and having their friends and stuff come to this little party place and enjoy the music and company. I really love this little bridge here. They've used, basically, it's just some of the decking platforms with some of the railing and then pillars to add some weight to it, and then topped it off with candles to kind of give it a moody feel, but not, it just looks classy. It almost could lend itself to an Asian theme if someone really wanted to go in for that, but I like how they've built it over the fab kit here and just kind of made it look cool and calm and everything. Now over here I missed this. The little, you know, sleeping bed hut kind of thing, a relaxation spot. Trying to see what's on the table here. Oh yeah. Or a romantic little thing, and they got the wine glasses and the champagne bottle and the bucket of ice. Pretty snazzy. And then you got the Ferris wheel. I don't suppose it feels out of place to it. It's just not something I would have imagined on it. We'll be going up the stairs and stuff here shortly. I'm going to visit the one that's on the other side first. People love their dark plots though. There's good points for that. It really highlights when you use lighted materials like the glowing space suite candles or any other kind of lighting features. It really makes those pop, but in some ways it's harder to see unless you like turn up your screen or something. It's a little hard to see some of the details. But we have this little gathering area out here. Let's see. We can make it up without me falling off. I think it's pretty much straightforward on the stairs. They were kind and not had any kind of jumping required. Unlike Samson with his moon base of horror. Okay, so up here we have a little bar area. And I think it's nicely done. It's not too overly crowded. It's different kinds of seating, which I like. It kind of shows different ways of handling your seating rather than just using the standard seating that you might come across. So here we've got the cylinders capped with cushions to make little stools. You know, we do have the bar stools and the tiki stools that you can use, but they opted to use their own. These are a little fatter, a little bit more substance to them. Then they've got these little private tables, candlelit areas for cozy little conversation. And then over here, you've got more of an Oran-esque kind of gathering spot. Lots of pillows, well lit, and just looks, you know, cozy casual. Over here, this is a little freaky for me. This glass stuff, using it as floor, really freaks me out. I don't know why. It's probably partly because I'm a little scared of heights in real life. But yeah, folks are enjoying the scenery here. There's Samson on his, and then oof, a big old rock on this one. Look at that sword. That's pretty deadly looking. It's a chainsaw. Well, maybe you kind of, you know, I don't know, contemplating the meaning of life or something. But the glass floor really freaks me out. I'm gonna have to get off of that. Anyway, we have another little cozy section here. Basically just kind of mirrors the one on the other side, and then we have some more stairs leading up. Let's see, way along the tree. And I like how they kind of draw attention to it, so you don't miss it by adding the lights. It kind of draws your eye up, and you kind of notice that some other things going on up here. So here we have another little seating area. It's a little more rustic with the fur rugs and more glass. Little glass bench here thing. And then, I'm going to fall off of this probably, but I'm going to try it anyway. There's a little seating area here. Why anyone would come out on this is beyond me, but apparently some people like death-defying seating. There's another one on this side. Yeah, that Samson found. A little bit bigger, a little bit more safe feeling, but still, who would want to come out here on this little bench and sit? It's kind of scary. Bird watching. Yeah, I guess that would be a good excuse. Okay, so that's this exterior part. Now we're going to go to the one that's closer to the house. Okay. I could just jump all the way down, but it's a pretty far distance. I may die doing that. Take a leap. I'll take some damage. Ugh. Headache. I think one other thing I like about the foliage that they chose to pick, they kind of just kept it with the same. They didn't mix it up too much. You come into some places and they've got like every plant that you could possibly have. They just got it all crammed onto the same plot, and it looks almost comical looking. I don't want to say that that's a bad way to do it, but it looks really messy, I guess. Now I assume this is kind of like a dance floor. So it's got like the strobe light stuff going on. And you can come out here and dance, and then up here they have the bartender where you come and get some drinks, refreshments, and that kind of thing. And then if you go further up, if you're talking about the space suite, yeah, the space suite glows, which is kind of cool. I like the glass panels as the balcony borders there. Here's some more nice seating. Again, this would be a great place for a guild to come hang out. You could do some poetry reading here. Looks like bedtime stories too. I love the little fireplace here. It's simple, but it's cute. It's mostly just pillars, several pillars shaped up, and then you've got the little fire there, and they've covered the main fire with I think it's just the dry logs to kind of tone the fire down a little bit, to keep in with the mood and the lighting and everything. But I love that. I'm not sure what that's there for. And as I get up here, I'm going to take another kind of view around. It's a good way to get a good shot, wide shot. See the area we went to up above the trees, and then all these multiple layers they've got built around the house. And I like how they've followed through on the little stools here. And again, it's another little bar section, a little bit more elaborate than the one below it and the one up in the tree. Good luck in the battleground, Fawn. I mean, even if I don't play it, doesn't mean I can't wish other people good luck in their playing. Now this is another little eating area. It's a little bit more brightly lit. I guess it would not be conducive to those private conversations. But you know, if you have, I like that they've got different variety of areas that people could come and have a chat. Now, this implies that you're not supposed to go up to this area, but maybe it's like for VIPs, since it's kind of blocked off a little bit. I'm not sure. I guess you just go over this way. So that's what this is. It's a little dance area, because this is the DJ booth right here. He's got his speakers and his little controls and everything, and he's like doing his little... Yeah, the fireplace was pretty cute. Let's see, how do you get down to the... Did I miss how to get to that? Oh, it's over on the other side of the bar down there. So yeah, this is a nice little dance area. And it got tons of little nooks and crannies for people to collect and talk, and really conducive to group activity, you know, when you have a guild looking for a place to hang out either before or after a raid or something. That would be like the little towel here with the towel rack and the beer kegs. And handy that they're using bots for the bartenders, so that you don't necessarily have to have someone here playing the bartender. You can just be yourself. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I liked all of that. And we haven't even gone inside the house yet, so if it's anything like the exterior, we're up for some good stuffs. Yeah, I did the same. Didn't even notice the dance area there until we come at it from the other way. It's really nice use of the technophage stuff. Really pops. Now we're going to enter the main house. And it's kind of similar to the exterior. It's another bar gathering place. The music really suits it. And I like how they use the haunted windows for some lighting effects. I'm gonna come up here. Look at this jukebox. This is awesome. Oops, fell down. Got like a little record in there, or CD or something. Got a whole stack of them, and that's just pretty nifty. I mean, someone could take that and use that kind of concept for anything. They could use it for like a fortune teller thing at a carnival or something, and just have like one of the person type holograms, or maybe their what do they call it? The mannequins inside it as with like a goofy hat on. You know, one of those, the costume with the, looks like a wizard hat or something. They can do that. It looks like one of those like test your strength machines, but I really like the way they've done for the jukebox. That's pretty nice. Kind of alleviates the need for live entertainment. You don't have to have people coming in and saying, well, we're the band or the singer or whatever. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is just above, and this is the dance floor. They really like the glass floors. Freaks me out. So here you have another DJ stand. I can get myself up there. There we go. It's probably a similar setup to what the one they have outside, but they just set it up so that it's indoors. It's a clever way of doing it. I like the speaker setup and the lights and everything. Really nice. You don't see too many of those. I've seen a few, but not too many. Okay, so did I get everything down here? Let's see. Did I go in this one? I don't think so. Oh, this is the bathroom. And hammers for the towel rack. A nice way of using the hammers. A cup for the toilet. Plate for the lid. Simple but effective. I mean, there's no mistaking what that is. And then I think it's the Exile bookcase, the short version. And here they use the hammers as the toilet paper rack. So, many uses for the one type of thing. Really nice. So this might be, well, they've got it completely closed off. I imagine it's supposed to be probably the personal quarters. That was weird. It's like the coloring changed. But yeah, it's just off limits, and that's their prerogative. Whoops, I sat on the stool there. But overall, a really nice little club kind of gathering, social hotspot. Definitely a place for role players to come and hang out. It lends itself very well to those kind of gatherings for people to come and have a few drinks, meet up with some friends, that kind of thing. So that was, yeah, Trixia Blackthorn. Let's see, we've been at it for about an hour, so I think we've got time for one more. We're going to go to, let's see if I get this name right, Bit Crumble Snatch. How's that a mouthful for you? Bit Crumble Snatch. I'll type that in the chat for those that want to join in. Bit Crumble Snatch. And I think this will be the last house for today because I still want to do the CBDC items tours for my guildmates as well. We'll wrap it up with that. Yeah, it's just kind of a weird name. And it's a weird but nifty little idea too. This is called the Bit Gallery. When I first come here, I thought, what in the world? It looked kind of funny looking, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be worth hanging around, but the more I checked it out, the more I appreciated what they were going for here. Basically, around the plot, they've got all sorts of statues. They don't have any plaques or anything like you would expect in a museum, but you get the idea that, you know, they're there for display. But what I really love is the little facility here. I like the steps. They're basically the solid tubes or cylinders and just raised up at different intervals to replicate a stairway. Yeah. It's just an odd way of doing it. It looks like a futuristic home to me. That's what I thought it was at first. And then I saw the furnishings and I thought, well, that doesn't look like a home. But it's meant to be like a museum. You come, you sit on the bench and you study the painting, or you study the monument or statue that you happen to be looking at, and you just sit and appreciate it. And it's a cute way of doing a traditional museum type of setup in a non-traditional way, because I really like the way they've built this. Someone could actually take this kind of structure and just make it into a personal home and have it work very well. Thought I could go out. I did this the last time I was here. I was like, can't I go out there? But it's that crazy glass hampers me every time. But lots of light with the way they've done the glass on the ceilings. Yeah, if you're trying to log into the game right now, I'm pretty sure they're under maintenance already, so anyone that's not currently logged in, you won't be able to get in to the game. If you happen to be in before they started the maintenance, you should still be logged in. It shouldn't have kicked you out. Yeah, unfortunately, the PvP, at some point they had like a huge migration of PvP players that moved to the PvE realms because there were so few battlegrounds and stuff popping. And there's been talk that they will slowly migrate back, but yes, I do believe you can transfer. I don't know if the button is still there on the little launch window or not. It used to be. Yeah, I'll let Samson answer those questions. I love this fireplace. This is a really modern looking, awesome fireplace. It looks to be just several domes layered in to give that coiled band look. Yeah, from what I remember, I don't usually pay attention. I just pop open the window and then I go into my character list. But I think there's a transfer at the character selection screen. It should be on the right. It's the same place you would see like if you've got an authenticator. and you want to save the authenticator code for up to a week, it's the same spot. But I absolutely adore this fireplace, and that's really the main feature of this room, and it's, I don't know, worthy of mention. I like the way they did the exhaust pipe and everything. It's just a really clever use of some of the new hover part pieces and domes and cylinders. This folks could really go hog wild with that in a modern home. That's what it reminds me of. But it's basically a bar, little eatery place for the museum. No problem, Parrot, and I hope you get it sorted. Hi, Robert. Yeah, it's a pretty nice little home. We're getting ready to go into the little hatch house here, which is even more astounding than what's up above. I like the way they've boxed it in into this little, it kind of reminds me of like one of those evacuation places, like a tornado room or something. They've got a little bunker house here. And you can see they've gone to the trouble of even decorating the interior of this nicely. Got the halls. No, it's not an outhouse. I think it leads to a little living area in here. I like the windows. Ventilation system. They even went through the trouble of adding those in. Let's see, do we want to go around this way? Let's go to the outside first. I like the curve of the walls. Really nice and modern looking. It even kind of reminds me of part of the museum feel that they've got for the above ground. Clearly it would be great if these actually worked as doors, but the little granite hatch covers don't. Just for show. And nice column for the stairway here. I can walk up it. It's a little steep on the slant here, so it's kind of awkward. But I mean, you can see they've gone through the trouble of really layering some of this in to get some of the thickness that they want. This is 3 panels here put together to make it like a thick little wall. And even though the hatch doesn't work as a door, they've made it as if it does. And that's a clever use of decor there. Okay, I'm bound to get lost as to where I've been and where I haven't been in here because all these tubes start looking the same, so I'm going to try and not miss anything. This seems to be like a recoup center, you know, where you come in and you get into the little pod and you kind of rejuve yourself or something. I'm just guessing. It's kind of creepy with the little lop there. I don't know what he's doing in there, but kind of creepy. And then open this door without getting locked into it. Then you have kind of a control center here, and look, again, there's a lop. He's in control of it, so that's kind of scary. Yeah, I think if I remember right, this place has a lot of lop. So, you know, instead of seeing all the carrots around like I typically do, this one's overrun by lop. So we have like a control center here where they, like, I guess, monitor everything that's going on with the facility, whatever this facility is. I like the use of the great metal grate bookshelves or shelves as doors. They're really nice. This is like See, here's another lop. He's hiding in the engine room here. I don't know, maybe it's like a hide and seek game. Can you find all the lop? That would be funny. So we found one in there. Let's see. Did I go down this one? See, I'm already turned around. I'm not sure where I've been or where I haven't been. Okay, this looks like the main residence, if I remember right. Yeah. This you can exit from up here if you want. And these mannequins always kind of freak me out because I think that's a player and it's really not. Yeah, something like that. So, hey, see, there's one up on top of the door there. See, now I'm going to be looking for lop everywhere. That's just... He's just hiding up there. Is one in here? No. This looks more like a personal residence. I love the door. It's just a couple of staircase landings and then a cup for the handle. Oddly, it doesn't have one on the other side. So I don't know how they would open it. I guess it's not meant to be opened from this side. That's weird. Ah, look at the toilet. Now that's a pretty cool looking toilet. Got a fancy wooden lid. I guess that's the flusher. And got the pipe down below. And look, there's a floating dead lop in the water. Oh, the poor little lop. Maybe he's just a squeeze toy. But that's a really nice way to do the tub. Obviously they had to do a little tweaking around the corners to hide the glass that's peeking through the actual dome. But as a visitor, you can look past that. I mean, they covered it up with flowers and candles and grass and stuff. That's a pretty cool little tub. You don't see that shape very often. And here's a nice little sink. I like how they went through the trouble of angling the pillar to make it look like it's built into the wall. And look at that, that's 4 layers of floor just to get the thickness that they wanted. Pretty crazy, but pretty effective. I'm trying to see what they used for the handle there. It looks like just a 2x4 sunk in there. And of course the cups for the faucet things. And not sure what they used for the drain, or the plug, or whatever that is. The bottom of one of these bottles or something, I'm sure. But I like that. I like the bathroom. Bathrooms and kitchens tend to be the most detailed. Everything else kind of... Sometimes you get some nice fireplaces or things like that, but kitchens and bathrooms usually get the most care. So here's like a library lounge area with a bar. And then, oh, there's a lop in my bed. What are you doing in there? Pretty cool, they sunk him in and made him look like he's in there. Just staring at you. I don't think we missed any lop in here. We did, they're pretty good and hidden. Didn't see any chairs or anything. Okay. I've lost my walking buddies, so I don't know where they are in this crazy maze. See if I can find some more rooms that we haven't been to. It's a really nice use of the tubes and stuff though, because, oh, there's Samson. Let's see, did we already go on the south side one? Hey, there's a lot just standing there. Look at him. What's he looking at? Creeping me out because he's just looking at the wall there. think this is the way we come in, and then we come in. Yeah, okay, so we've been to this way. Did I miss any other spot? I think this one? Yeah. Oh, these aren't locked. Well, there's one back there. But look, it's little protostar guys. Looks like a Stargate thing. Cloning them, or they're coming in to invade or something. That's pretty weird. No way to get in. Investigate further, but clearly the LOP have some kind of a weird invasion plan. Players beware. Okay, so I think that was all for this floor. I'm not sure if I missed any down below, so I'm gonna head back down. Let's see if I can remember how to get there. Because I know there was like a greenhouse area that we've missed. Let's see. Yeah, because we haven't been to most of this on this side here. We'll go this way. Again, following through with the metal grate shelves as doors. Really nice. So this is a little storage room. Just a little odd and end collection. Hey, I found another lot. Did you see him? He's in the box there. Right there. Kind of hiding in this creepy way. Creepy lot. See, maybe whoever built this, you know, set it up so that there's little lops sitting, some in broad. You don't think they were here the last time you visited? It's possible. You know, I know in the past I've done little hide and seek events for my guild mates where they've like had to find certain kinds of pillows. And maybe someone set up a little game for their guild and said, hey, I hid a bunch of lops on my property, can you find them all? And that would be a fun little interactive game that you can do for your housing plot. Okay, that was like a bunk, and then this is like the medical ward. Let's see. There's just so many rooms. You don't realize how big the bunker houses are until you start exploring one that someone's really laid in a lot of divisions, and then you realize just how huge it is. So this is a little office space. Not much to it, but I'm looking at every little spot because I'm waiting for a lop to be sitting there to freak me out again. Oh, here's their little practice room. Hey, look, there's a lot back here. See, he's hiding behind the dummy. That's one thing funny about the chains. You can walk right through them. I see a lot of people use those vertically, like in a door entrance, and make it like one of those bead curtains. Oh, okay, Samson. Well, I appreciate you sticking around, especially being around when we toured your place to kind of correct me if I got something wrong. Hopefully you can join us next time. But of course, that requires you to level up your Dominion so that you can join us on the Dominion side next week. It was no problem. It's my pleasure, Samson. You too. See you next time, or see you later. So here we have, like, I don't know, like another storage area. This one's caged up. While there are bombs and probably gunpowder and things. And then we've got another little caged beast with a lop on top. And then we have little dining area. Hey, there's a carrot. Hey, it's me. Look, it's like Carrotception, there's like 3 of us there. Pretty big too. So here we have the kitchen. For those that don't know, if you enlarge this really big, you can walk right through the hologram there. Good for doorways and stuff. I've seen a lot of Dominion folks use it. Clearly it's a little bit more Dominion flavor because it's got the chew on there, but if you can get past that, you could probably use it in special ways. I like the little rack for the utensils. That's cute. You don't see that too often. And then here we have the little greenhouse area. I think this is the last room. Is there any lot hidden in here? Possible. But now it looks like it's a lot free. So just a nice little, I don't know what you'd call this, living quarters down here. It kind of looked like it was areas for other people, like if you have visitors, like here it's like a communal room with a lot of different little cots and stuff. But up top it was more kind of on a personal nature. It looked like maybe the guy that runs the place, that's where he stays. And then of course you had the bits upstairs, which was really unique. For some it would be a little too low-key, because I mean there's so much open space and so much you can do with it, but for what they put in, I really like how they've structured it. This looks really nifty. Guess we shouldn't leave the doors open. Hey, there's a giant lock there. And there's one up, did you see that one? He was sitting on top of the little vent here. Yep, there he is. There's probably more. There's one on. He's being used as the head of the statue. How funny is that? So there's probably quite a few that we might have missed. But you know, if you have access to the Exile side and you want to try your hand at finding all of the hidden lop that I may have missed, be sure and visit Bit Crumble Snatch's house. It's a really mouthful for a name, but if you can handle it, that would be a place to go. It's an interesting little twist on some common concepts. I like that. Okay, so that's our 4th house for today. I did have another one on the list, but as we're already going into about an hour and a half, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up with the CBDC things. Now, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, CBDC stands for Custom Built Decor Challenge. It's a challenge I issue to my guild every month, and every month we have a new theme, and depending on the theme determines how many people are interested in participating. This past month, the theme was Monument. And specifically, we were supposed to build a monument that was commemorative of our guild's 1st year anniversary. Unfortunately, I think it was a little bit of an intimidating theme for most of my guildmates, plus the fact that we have a lot of people on vacation and just real life things kind of popping up here and there that kind of, you know, destroys their playtime. So we didn't have as many entries as I had hoped, but we did get a few. So I wanted to showcase those here. I did already make a small video that I've posted elsewhere, but I always like to add them in when I can on my stream. So first we'll visit Silkana's little display. Now, some of this really won't mean too much to those outside the guild because it's kind of specific to us. The guild's name is the Void Runners. So this one is the Arc de Triomphe a la Void Runners, I think is what she called it. And it's just supposed to be representative of our raiding antics. Raiding has become not like a main point or main focus of the guild, but we do raid regularly. I think we're up to 2 nights a week now, and I think we're 5 of 6 in genetic archives now, which I know it doesn't sound like very much to those that have already, cleared Datascape and everything, for months now. But for us, we're a super casual guild. We tackle all sorts of things, including housing crap and role-playing aspects. We have PvPers. We have those that just go all out and doing alts after alts after alts, and they just love the leveling process and the questing process. But we also get into raiding, and for us, I think we hit recently a milestone of having an actual 20-man group. Up until now, up until then, I should say, we've had just a partial group most of the time. I think we've had as few as 12 or 13, and then we, kind of fluctuate between that number and like 18 or 19. And only recently we actually had a full 20-man group. So it's becoming more and more kind of a thing that a lot of our members aim to get attuned and spend their time, getting geared up and watching videos and all kinds of things. So raiding has become a pretty big aspect of our guild. It's not the main focus, but it is one of the big ones. So Silcana took it upon herself to kind of commemorate our guild's achievements in the raiding scene by setting up this little arch kind of thing that I think is supposed to represent one of our battles with Omna. Not Omna, but X89, I think is the name of it. The little thing on the platforms that disappear. It's been ages since I've done that particular boss, so I'm not quite sure if that's what this is supposed to represent. But what's funny about her build, and you'll see later with Rax's build, they've taken to trying to incorporate special decorations to the plushies to help better represent the classes that they are showing off. Like you see some of them using guns, so they're supposed to be the spell slingers, and then you probably got I don't know what this. I think this is supposed to be our guild leader because he's got green hair. He's an Orin, so and I guess those are supposed to be his claws. I could be wrong. I apologize to Silk if that's not who it's supposed to represent, but I imagine that's. I like the hair on this one. It's just that brown tuft of grass there. I think one of these is supposed to represent a medic. Yeah, I think those are like supposed to be the jumper things on the back. I don't know who's lying dead there, but it's probably me because I die a lot. But I like how they got the little we've got the little Vendbot represented here and our fire that we always have up. It's just a fun little play on things to represent our guild and some of our achievements in raiding. And of course she spelled out void using the eerie eyeballs, bananas, and white fence pillars. So that's the Arc de Triomphe a la Void Runners from Silcana's Sunleaf. Her better half, Rax, which is on his alt rocks, also did something along the lines of the raiding scene. His is called The Void Runners Go Bananas, and you'll see why, because he really went all out with the banana characters. But right away it's pretty clear he's got some guild pride. He's got the Void Runner name written out in tubes, and then he's like Silk added in features to the bananas to represent certain classes and certain members of our guild. I'm not gonna even fathom who is who. I'm sure I'll get some of them wrong, but it's just amusing to see some of the decorations here. I don't know if those are supposed to be ponytails or what. Looks like weird little horns on the hair. And I love the expression. They're like, huh? And yeah, just the hairdo as well. It's just amusing to see some of the decorations, but you can see, like, I guess those are ponytails as well. I'm not sure. I guess we have a lot of female players because they look kind of female-ish. And again, I believe this is supposed to represent our guild leader. He's also our raid leader. He's got his claws and that bushy green hair. And I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be the medic with his little nurse hat on. And I don't know who these are. That one's really protected by his armor, whoever that is. And look, my carrot's like on that one's face. Sorry about that. It looks like a tie. Little cone hat. That's the Wizard of Awesomeness. I don't know. But I just thought it was amusing and interesting how they did certain things. I don't know who this is hiding behind here. Got the voodoo hat on. But there you go. That's Rax's monument to celebrate our guild's 1-year anniversary. Again, it's a take on our efforts and accomplishments in raiding for the guild. But that's on Rock's slide. And then the last one would be mine on my alts plot, celery. For those of you that follow my stream, you know that I showed myself building this in the past, so you'll recognize it, of course. But for those that don't watch my stream regularly or haven't caught this one, I did a bust of our guild leader, Finwin. It's just a goofy little monument to him. Got his oran ears and a stern expression and a little plaque underneath, that kind of thing. It's pretty meh, but I had fun trying to put it together. Trying to figure out some of the logistics of making hair and that kind of thing was kind of awkward. And you can see I went around, I was kind of trying to show different ways of doing monuments and headstones and things like that. So just ignore those bits. It's this one that was the entry. So I think that's it for today. I appreciate those that joined in for today's house tours. I think we had a lot of fun with some of them. I tried to kind of mix it up with the themes so we didn't like see like one Orin house after another or space station after space station after space station. So I think we mixed it up enough. We had some different themes going on, and I try to do that every week. I do have many new names that I'm going to be adding to the list in the forums. Some of those were included in today's tour, others will come later. But if you come across the name of a house that I don't have on the list, and or you think it deserves a tour, please feel free to message me, contact me, mail me, however you want to do it, you know, in game or whatever. I'm happy to hear it. I'll be happy to check it out, and if I feel like it would be something folks would like to look at, then I will certainly add that to my to-do list. Again, for those that are just seeing this for the first time, this is a weekly broadcast that I do every Wednesday, 1 p.m. CET time. I know it's not a convenient time for a lot of people. It's convenient for me though, and I know that I archive everything, so you're welcome to watch older videos at your leisure. You don't have to join me in chat or in game or anything like that. I alternate between the factions on Jabbit. This week was Exile, so next week will be Dominion. And been pretty steady for both sides and for having the show each week. I haven't had any issues with keeping up with that particular schedule. If for whatever reason, either maybe the realms are down for maintenance, or I happen to have an unexpected need to be out of town or something, I will of course drop a note on my Twitch channel to let my viewers know that that week's show will be postponed until the following week. But for the most part, I've managed to keep it going as scheduled. Now, the rest of the weekdays, my schedule is just kind of iffy. I try to be on every weekday, usually in the mornings, my time, but it's not always a guarantee. There's, real life stuff does come up now and then, and it just doesn't happen like I want. But during those days, we do other things. Usually it's me building on something, like I'm currently working on a side project for building the bingo hall. In the past, we've watched me build a house from scratch. Other times it's a particular theme, like a subway station and a miniature golf park. Other times it's me working on the CBDC stuff. I just try to keep it all house related. If you have any suggestions of things you would like to see, if there's like a particular house expedition that you want to watch me try and complete, feel free to make suggestions. But in the meantime, I'll just try to entertain myself, if nothing else, with different little projects that I give myself. But Wednesdays is purely house tours for the most part, other than the CBDC stuff. And hopefully folks will enjoy getting a glimpse at homes maybe they can't otherwise see. Maybe they're on NA servers and just don't have access to Jabbit, or they don't have the right faction access. Anyway, that's the main purpose of those, is to show off people's homes that don't otherwise get a little nod to their efforts. I thank you for joining me, and hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, have a great week, have a great day, and good luck with your own projects, and hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.